How interesting is your garden? How much time do you spend wandering around looking and exploring the things in the garden? I'm going to give you 7 really cost-effective design tips that are going to help transform your garden and bring more life and interest to it. Hi, my name's Rachel and I founded PlantPlots.com, an online garden design and advice website helping you make your garden better. So how do you make your garden more interesting? Well, before we start, what we need to understand is what interests us. And all too often with garden design, we seem to get caught up by thinking if we add more things to the garden, add more stuff into the garden, by definition, that will make it more interesting. So by putting a water feature in, or having a statue, or having a pond, adding a summer house maybe, building a pergola or an arch, it will automatically make the garden more interesting. But it doesn't. Because what you need to understand is how your interest is activated. And something is interesting if it captures your attention. And it does that in 3 ways. It excites your senses: touch, taste, sound, smell. It sparks your curiosity. What's in there? Let me have a look. What was round the corner? It makes you want to travel into the garden or look at something more closely. And finally, you have to change your emotions. Gardens have to make you feel something. And if they make you feel something, if you're in there and your emotional state is improved, you feel calmer, you feel happier, the garden has actually interested you because it's changed you. And that's what we need to focus on. And I'm going to show you how. So take these garden images here. What I want to demonstrate is they're very lovely gardens and people have spent a lot of money creating them. But how interesting are they? How much has your mood been changed or your curiosity sparked? If we concentrate on adding things, building hard landscaping features, or just adding stuff to the garden, we're missing the point. They don't do anything. So if you want to make your garden more interesting, you need to ask one simple question. Remember, what we're trying to do is excite your senses or change your mood or captivate your attention. So if you're watching the shadow play on this wall, your attention's captured, isn't it? Reflections can be from light or from mirrors, but again, you'll watch them. And in this instance, you'll probably dip your fingers in the water. It's all about making you interact with the garden. We need to make you curious, make you go and look for things, look at things, get close up and enjoy seeing what's there. Whenever I start a new garden design and have a consultation with a customer, one of the first questions I always ask them is this one. If you close your eyes, does your garden disappear? If you can't hear it when your eyes are closed, there's not enough life or interest in the garden. So simply attracting wildlife in, having the birds singing, listening to bees humming, all of it will captivate your attention, it will excite your senses, and it will make the garden more interesting. I understand that some people are a bit reluctant about attracting wildlife into a garden. But when was the last time you ignored a butterfly flitting around the garden or didn't look to see where the bee was? Again, what we're trying to do is activate your senses to make you engage with the garden rather than simply sit in it. So consider attracting more and more wildlife because it will fill the garden with life for free. Changing your mood, exciting your senses, and activating and capturing your attention all help make the garden more interesting. But adding memories to your garden will also add another layer of interest. Remember, we're trying to do one thing, which is to make you more interested in your garden. It doesn't matter what it is. The garden only has to make you happy. It doesn't have to look impressive or have had lots of money spending on it. It just has to make you smile. It has to change your mood, and it has to put you in a better place having been in it. If you're going to make your garden more interesting and engaging, remember, it's not what the garden has that's interesting, it's what the garden does. So these design tips are really cheap and really simple. Use sunshine to make shadows on the walls. Use reflections in mirrors or water. Use sound to help listen to your garden. Create microviews that draw you in to look a bit closer, and use nature and memories to engage yourself with the garden. And lastly, just remember, it's your garden. It only has to make you happy. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. We've got lots more advice on the website, plantplots.com. It's packed with garden design advice, with planting ideas, and helpful hints to help you make your garden better. And please, do hit the subscribe now button. Thank you for watching.